blood everywhere. Blood. Guys, welcome back to Southern Extreme TV. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. We are coyote hunting tonight. We've already got 2 dogs down. We've only been to one spot. We're over here where another landowner has heard coyotes here last night. The field that we've always wanted to hunt, we've never been able to access just because it's been difficult to get to it. But he's actually got a road cut in now, so that's super helpful. So we just got up here. We can see the field probably 50, 60 yards away from us. We got a little bit of walk through the field to get up to the elevation we need to be at to be able to actually call it the right way. But I'm feeling really good about it. I think we're going to hear some dogs, and hopefully we can see some as well. But let's go see if we can have some fun, guys. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and share this video. Thanks for hanging out. Shoot some in the face. Alrighty, guys, we are over here at the next property. We've already got 2 in the back of the truck. Those dogs came in to just simple howls, but they came in quiet. They never let us know that they were there. So I'm hoping these dogs here are going to be a little more vocal. But, you know, I don't really care if they're vocal or not as long as they come in and act like those last 2 did. So let's rip a couple howls right here, see if we can get some to come in here. We just heard a pile of dogs, but they were back literally where we just drove through. So we're trying to figure out what our next game plan is right here. They're not far, so we just gotta make sure we call them. We were all over them, but we just couldn't get them to come in and commit for whatever reason. We're over here on the spot where we picked it up late last year. We didn't really have a whole lot of time to get to know the property. The landowner says she's been hearing them, so we stopped by because we were in the area. This is going to be a short, sweet one, I hope. So let's see if we get some to fire up. Sorry, man. Well, walked down here where that coyote was at. We got blood everywhere. Blood runs kind of right down through there. There's a big hedgerow right here with another field on the other side. And Guffy, he's coming right there to look and see if we can find him. Looks like he kind of went like a little left of me, Guff. Like he went under this cedar. You can see this is where I shot him, and a bunch of fur laying everywhere. You have blood there? Do I need to cross, I guess? Alright. So we're just trying to get across to See if we can find this coyote. Well, guys, bad news. We don't really know exactly what happened right there. The dog was facing me, and at the time, I thought I had it kind of center punched, kind of chest, neck area. You know, if you aim right there, you hit a little low, you hit the coyote right in the heart. If you aim a little high, you hit him in the throat or possibly the head. I don't know exactly what happened because the footage on the phone is not the best. Like, we can't really blow it up that great. When we get on the computer, I'm gonna take a look at it. But from what we can tell, the dog is facing us, or facing me, and it looks like right as I shot, the crosshair creeps up and almost looks like it hits the dog square in the bottom chin or lip area. Well, the dog rolls over straight on his back and does just toes up in the air, completely knocked out and done. And he flops for a minute, which in my opinion I thought was just a typical death flop. And there's a terrace row, and the dog kind of disappeared. And I just figured, well, okay, the dog just rolled off down in there. And we knew we had another dog. We knew we probably had the female up on the hill that we were hoping we were going to be able to coax to come in, and we ultimately did. We got that dog to come in, and she came in and busted us, and Guffy took a crack at her through some weeds and stuff, and we just flat out missed. The bullet was shooting through some thicker stuff, thicker than what we thought it was. So the bullet probably never made it to her, but we went in there, and right where the coyote was at, we found just a whole bunch of blood and fur and all kinds of stuff. Coyote crap, everything, just typical crime scene for a dead coyote. Coyote runs off there, we track blood, crosses the hedgerow where I last picked up with you guys, and we tracked the dog almost to the edge of this next little narrow field, which we didn't know that narrow field existed. But probably 20 to 30 yards before the edge of that field, we just flat out lost blood, couldn't figure out where the dog went, what was going on. So the only thing that we can figure is that the dog was kind of rolling like he was in the film, in the footage, and was rolling down the field, and that's why we were seeing the blood everywhere. And then he somehow got his feet back up under him, and on that fence row, or on that hedgerow at the next field, it basically looks like the landowner went and just cut a pile of trees down. And to what we can figure is that coyote is piled up in them trees somewhere, and we just can't find him tonight. So I'm sending the text to the landowner tomorrow morning. It's super late right now. It's around 2 a.m. We've been looking all over for that dog. But we went down and looked in the creek. Couldn't find the dog anywhere in the creek. Couldn't find anywhere where the dog had crossed. So I'm going to wait until the morning and send the landowner a text. Let them know that there may be a dead coyote laying in their brush piles right there. We wasn't able to find it. That's not the way you want to really end the night, but sometimes that's part of it. I mean, there's that little bit of a difference in that shot placement is the difference between that dog anchoring and that bullet hitting something and potentially deflecting. I don't really know what exactly happened, but something wasn't right. We know that because the way that dog was facing, and as close as that dog should never have really moved or flinched whatsoever. But you never really want to see that, or you hate doing that. Even as many coyotes as we want to see get killed, you always want to make sure you put them down ethically and real quick. And to see something like that, that's not the greatest thing in the world, but it is unfortunately part of it. And this is what I try to revolve this channel around, is real hunts and real situations. And I try not hunt shooting and missing, and we show it all here. And that's just part of it. So hopefully we can find that dog tomorrow, or maybe the landowner will find it. But we are done for the night. I'm dragging. Guffy's over here getting ready to cuss me out because it's so dang late, and it's the middle of the work week, by the way. So that's pretty much it. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me on my channel. If you are new to Southern Extreme TV, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're trying to grow this thing to 100,000 subs. And every click gets me a little bit closer. But not only you subscribing, but you sharing my content helps us out tremendously. It helps put our content in front of people that don't know about us. And it's just going to help grow this family a whole lot faster and get us ultimately to where we want to go. So it means the world to me. Stay tuned. We got a lot more episodes coming down the pipeline. I can't wait to bring you guys along for it. See y'all on the next one.